I think that overall the work, I believe, represented the best work that's happened in the country. The different categories obviously yield different kinds of work. The experiential work I found much more interesting and fresh and exciting. There was some good radio. I thought there were some really big TV pieces. I think we were quite harsh in some of the work. And the print, I feel like there wasn't a lot of great print, and the winners were beautifully crafted and stood out. The winner for print is independent newspapers, Argus. Newspaper advertising is fairly difficult. This was about the immediacy of news, which is also interesting because the internet is always trying to claim that. The Argus comes out twice a day, so the piece is about time, and it shows how time can elapse and how a story can change, and that you can get the news twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, so it's the freshest news. I don't think it's a surprise in experiential. The Coca-Cola Rainbow campaign was streaks ahead of the other work. It's a beautiful piece of work that South Africans all can appreciate and understand.
"20 years ago, South Africa held its first democratic election. Nelson Mandela was elected into office. And Bishop Desmond Tutu coined the phrase the Rainbow Nation. A rainbow represented the diversity that made South Africa great. We chose one of the largest skyscrapers in downtown Johannesburg to share our message, to remind South Africans what the rainbow symbol stood for. It took a bunch of fancy calculations, a lot of testing, and a little bit of magic. So, we didn't just show the symbol, we created it. A giant rainbow that appeared above our billboard. People stopped to witness the addition to the skyline. This rainbow is created by capturing the sun at a specific angle through the mist of non-drinkable recycled water. For those on the road, where there was a billboard, there were rainbows too. And because people have always wondered what is at the end of the rainbow, we also brought them down to the ground.
In South Africa we say I am who I am because of other people. We call that Ubuntu.
Bringing people of the Rainbow Nation together to mark 20 years of democracy.
There are so many small kindnesses between South Africans.
I think this is one of the friendliest countries in the world, and I think that makes me smile every day.
Creating a little moment of happiness.
In film, Hunt Lascaris won with the student flights, a campaign of, there were two pieces in the campaign. There wasn't a debate. The panel felt that it was the best work. I also think that there was some other significant work and I think it was I actually think it was a very tough month for film, because there was a lot of work in the kind of like really good work. And I think with some other panels, it could have gone the other way. There was significant work for DStv, which I think is a beautiful campaign, and there was some debate whether it should have a voice or not. But nonetheless, a very beautiful piece of work.
The sun is shining.
In radio, the first place went to Adcock Ingram's. It's a campaign that had the jury laughing, and usually when you know then the jury's laughing while they're listening to it, that it should do well. And it's about having to take nausea tablets because people could be so nauseating, and I think it's quite fun.
This is Bob.
And Mary.
We're not in right now because we're either on an adventure
Or just rekindling our love for each other.
Not that we need it. So,
leave
us
a
message
after
the
beep.
Yeah, beep.
For effective relief from nausea and vomiting, ask your doctor about Adcock Ingram's Digesticare range.